Next thing is conditional statement, that is if else statement. This is commonly used because life sometimes is not straight, and then sometimes you might have to do this or this depending on what life presents you with. So let's imagine we are building a real world a real world application, then we want to use this conditional. So for here we'll use the if else statement. All right, so let's start with the if. So we'll do if let's first of all make a name and say this name is maybe my name, so let's pass in Ebere, and then we want to check if the name is equal to Ebere or not. So if name equal to Ebere, so we do if it starts, this is just like normal English. So if name equivalent to Ebere, then we want to do something. This 3 equal to means equivalent. It is different from the first one we have here, which is equal to. So we are saying if name equivalent to Ebere, then we want to log to the console. We want to say hello Ebere in the console. Else we want to also log to the console and say hey there, or hello guys, thank you, hello guys, something like that. So let's make sure this is a string. Sorry, let's make sure this is a string, and then that is it. So once again, what we are doing here is we've been given like a value here, which we declared here as a constant, and then we are checking, is this name actually this? So if name is this, then we want to do this, else we want to do this. So let's try and run this, and you see hello Ebere because this is Ebere. Now if it is not Ebere, so let's say I change it to Njoko, it should give us a hello guest because it doesn't match what we have there. All right, so we have talked about the if else. Now this if else could be even more nested. All right, so say for example there is we want to add more conditions, so we could do what we call an else if. All right, so we could do else if, and then we give another condition. So we could say if name equivalent to Njoko. All right, so we want to do hey Njoko, something like that. So this works. So let's just paste this code here and say hello Njoko, but I actually want to use hey instead of hello, so let's use hey. So we've added a second one. You could choose to add as many as possible, but it should default to this last one. All right, so let's add one more. Sorry, so we want to copy this and then paste it here. So let's say if name is empty, so we want to say no name, no name. All right, so that should work, I guess. All right, so let's try it, and when we try it, it says hey Njoko. Let's keep here empty and try, and it tells us no name, and then let's say we pass in Samson. We should be expecting a hello guest, something like that. So this is a conditional statement. A lot of people use this when checking for grades, checking for CGPA and stuff like that. The next thing, or the next way you do conditional statements is what we call switch case. So everything we've done here, we want to try it out with what we call a switch case statement. So for here, we'll do what we call switch, and then we pass in what we want, like so. Then we'll now check for the different cases of this switch, something like that. So we can do a case, this name Samson. So this is same thing as saying if Samson. What do we want to do? We want to log to the console. So let's just copy this and then paste it here, and we're saying hello Samson. All right, at this point, okay, we want to put in a break. It is important we put in a break here, because if you don't put in this break, you are most likely going to run into an error. All right, I think I'm messing some things up here. So switch case here, when you do a switch case, you should open and close curly braces like so, so that we don't mess it up. So okay, Samson, console.log hello Samson, and then next we do another case, or we could just set a default. All right, so we could just do okay, hey, default to the following. So what would the default be? Console.log, I want to do hey there. All right, let's make sure we have our colon here too. I will just comment this out, okay, and then let's run our code and see what we get. So you see, we're not get hello Samson because of course Samson is what we have here. If I keep here empty and try to run this again, then it should just say hey there. And like I said, we can have multiple conditions, so we could choose to add some of this case, more of them, to here. So here we have case Samson. We could also have case Njoku, where we say hello Njoku, like that. We want to make sure that at the end of every condition, that is every case, we have a break. If not, it could continue to run to the next block of condition. So let's run this again, and let's make sure we add Njoku here to test the condition we just added. So once we've added Njoku, now it's now telling us hello Njoku. So these are the two ways you do conditional statements in JavaScript. Either you're using an if else, or you're using a switch case statement like you have seen on your screen. Thank you. So let's check this off.